If you started with 3,000 loyal soldiers, how would you use them? Would you dominate the Golden Triangle or have them all help you with online shopping deals? One morning you wake up and suddenly unlock a god-tier recruitment system. For just 20 bucks, you can recruit someone who'll die for you. And you can spend money to upgrade them infinitely. Workers, white-collar professionals, warriors, even immortals. But right now, you're staring at your bank account with only 60 grand left. The next day, 3,000 soldiers await your command. Target, the province's biggest electronics factory. Just yesterday, you were nothing special. An ordinary nobody, but now you've completely changed, becoming someone with a god-tier recruitment system. This system, as the name suggests, lets you spend money to recruit elite professionals from any field. Simply put, if you've got the cash, you can get anyone, from world-class scientists to manual laborers. But since you just unlocked this system, you're only level 1, so your roster's pretty limited. There's only one type available. And honestly, they're not even elite. Basic soldier, 20 bucks a day. These basic soldiers in the system are literally just average people with no special skills, average physical abilities, and they're even bad at manual labor. Looking at the soldiers on your list, you curse under your breath. These guys can't do anything, and you're charging 20 bucks a day. Plus, besides being completely obedient and fearless, they're pretty useless. What are you gonna do? Run a protection racket? While you're racking your brain trying to figure out how to use this system, a flyer on a telephone pole by your complex catches your eye. Traditional doctor treats all conditions. Wrong one. New Year's Goods Factory now hiring. Room and board included. $4,000 a month. Overtime paid separately. Interested? Call or visit the factory 500 meters north. Seeing this job posting, your eyes light up. $4 grand a month. Hiring one basic soldier. Cost 20 bucks a day, so $600 a month. You'd pocket $3,400 per person. If you hired 3,000 to 5,000 soldiers, you'd be rich overnight. With that thought, you rush to check your balance and pawn everything you own. You manage to scrape together 60 grand in loans and cut a deal with the factory manager. With that budget, you can only afford 3,000 people. After sealing the deal, you excitedly pull out your calculator and start crunching numbers. 20 bucks a day per person plus overtime. Each person can earn 170 bucks daily, net. Profit is 150 per person. 3,000 people means 450K a day. That's 13.5 million a month. Holy crap. I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire. Lost in your fantasies, you drift off to sleep. Next morning at 4 a.m., your phone alarm jolts you awake. Fighting massive fatigue, you throw on a coat and head to an empty lot outside your complex. After making sure no one's around, you pull up the system and recruit 3,000 basic soldiers. 60 grand total as your account balance drops by 60,000 moments later. A massive crowd gradually gathers on the empty lot and lines up in formation. You let out a slow breath of relief. Thank God they don't just appear out of thin air, or this would be way too sketchy. If anyone found out, you'd end up as a lab rat. 3,000 basic soldiers deployed. Renewal required within 24 hours, or they'll leave 30 minutes early to find a remote area for self-destruction. Please note. 2 hours later, you bring the 3,000 soldiers to the factory entrance. The factory manager doesn't waste time, waves his hand and calls over some supervisors to get the workers onboarded quickly. Manager Lee, these 3,000 guys are super hardworking, just not very chatty. As for their pay, just send it straight to my account. The factory manager is shocked. Even though you agreed on the price yesterday, sending all the workers' money to your account sounds sketchy. What if you take the money and run? If these people riot, he'd be screwed. You notice the manager's hesitation, so you give the soldiers in front a look. A few immediately respond. Boss, just send the money to our crew leader's account. He's been finding us work for the past few years. The factory manager relaxes after hearing this. After all, they agreed on daily pay, and sending that much money to one person's account is way easier than sending it to 3,000 separate accounts. After getting the soldiers sorted, you're led straight to the manager's office. The factory manager treats you well, brewing some premium tea. After all, anyone who can bring 3,000 workers at once must have serious connections. You two chat over tea, making small talk. The manager generously adds 100 bucks to each worker's monthly salary, but wants to switch to monthly pay. Yeah, right. If it's monthly, these 3,000 people would bail on day 2. So you two negotiate and reach a compromise. Daily pay for the first 10 days, then monthly for the remaining 20. You calculate quickly. 170 bucks per person per day, so 3,000 people earn 510K daily. 10 days of wages would be 5.1 million. Enough to pay for hiring this crew for a whole month, so you both happily sign the contract based on those terms. These seasonal goods factories need people who are straightforward, keep their heads down and work without all the drama. More people like that means efficiency goes up. Plus, the work at these factories is dead simple. Zero skill required. Honestly, even I could handle it. But for you, this is perfect for your soldiers. These basic soldiers have average physical abilities. Construction work wouldn't pay much. Plus, they don't have any special skills. The only thing they can do is this kind of work that doesn't drain too much energy but is super boring. To prevent any issues, you decide to just live at the factory. After all, you need to renew their contracts daily. And if anything unexpected happens, you can handle it immediately. When the manager hears you'll be staying to manage them, he's grinning ear to ear from the beginning.